Is the iPhone 16 Pro Max worth your money? Is that necessary? Look at that. That's so nice. Rose gold and gold had a baby, but took more of the gold genes. Today, I'm unboxing the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This may be a great upgrade for some of you who have the older iPhones. If you're like me and have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, there may not be enough features to make it worth the upgrade. Every 2 years, I'm faced with a dilemma. Do I upgrade to the new iPhone or keep the one I have? The one I have, the one that's recording this right now, is paid off. By trading in the phone now, the upside is I get a higher trade-in value. And that is the cycle that I get stuck in. So then you buy a phone, and then you have to buy a new case because they're gonna change the size of the iPhone or the placement of the camera. And then I'm gonna need a new screen protector, and then just spending more money than what I really wanted to. I like the phone I have, but I was really interested in this new Apple Intelligence. I picked this up today. It's September 20th, launch day. I never do this. I've only stood in line for 2 products. One being the XS Max, stood outside 5th Avenue after I was standing outside and around the block. The other products that I stood in line for were the Harry Potter books. Stood outside of Barnes & Noble for those midnight releases. Those were a lot of fun. Today was so much different. I opened up my phone, went onto the app, ordered the product this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, stood in line for 5 minutes, and then I was out of that store at 10:12. 10:12 is actually when I left the parking lot. So different than what it used to be. Here we go. I mean, I already showed you the box at the beginning of this video. And this is not open yet. I have to open this right now. Inside the packaging, I'm expecting just 2 things, the phone and the cord, which is a USB-C cord, by the way. Starting with the last year's model, iPhone 15, that's when they started the USB-C charger. If you plug your phone into your car, you're going to need that USB-A to USB-C if your car doesn't have USB-C ports. Let's open this up. I don't know why that's so satisfying. Ugh, love it. Ooh, there it is. I don't know what to do. I love that it's face down. Before I take it out of the Apple coffin, that's what it looks like. It's face down. It feels so nice. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so there's your cord. And, oh my gosh. There's no stickers. This is the first iPhone where they're not giving stickers. But did I even use the stickers? No, I never did. I always threw them out. But still, it's weird. Phone and charging cord. So that's the iPhone C to C for those who don't have this. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. My first impression is, wow, this is nice. It's a nice phone. It really is. I'm not BSing you. I got the iPhone 16 Pro Max in the Desert Titanium, 256 gigabytes. That's the storage I have for my current phone, and I figured anything lower would be weird. However, they don't offer anything lower. 256 is the lowest you can go. In terms of the biggest changes, it's slightly bigger. It has this brushed, what I'm calling brushed, but it's like this matte titanium siding. Toughest iPhone glass to date. The iPhone 16 will have the Apple Intelligence, the A18 Pro chip versus the A16. How much faster? I don't know. The thing that's, you know, pretty different is this action button. So when you're taking pictures, you can use that. You can allegedly like activate different effects. So I'm really gonna have to try that out. I do get the benefit of, you know, being able to have a button here versus trying to use your volume button. And then the battery, it's just slightly better at 4 hours more video playback. It's 33 versus 29 of my iPhone 14 Max. And that's really it. Like the camera is slightly better. There's certain effects and certain things you can do, but it's not leaps and bounds different from the iPhone 14 Max. So this is Desert Titanium, otherwise known as gold. This is the 14 in gold, and this is the Desert Titanium. You notice it's like a brushed matted look. The backs are sort of the same. This is definitely a little more, it has more of that gold look to it. This one is, it's like as if rose gold and gold had a baby but took more of the gold genes. So compared to the 14, they both have this textured, matted glass backing. And I do prefer this matted look more. To be completely honest, I am not happy with any of the color offerings for the Pro Max. You know, I have that purple color in the 14 Pro Max, and the 12 was Pacific blue. I really like the Pacific blue. When I went to go in person to pick this up, I saw all the other colors. And when I look at white, I think it's never gonna stay white. When I saw the black in person, it was really nice. Natural titanium is basically silver, off silver. I wanted something with just a little more color. However, the iPhone 16 and the 16 Plus, they have really fun colors. So there are different options for the smaller phones. So I'm gonna line the phone up here. The 16, slightly bigger. This is 6.9 inches, and this is 6.7. This one is slightly bigger. Side by side, it's not really noticeable yet. However, as I'm holding these, this one does feel lighter than the 14 Pro Max, and it is lighter. It's like 13 grams lighter, which is half a paperclip. There is a noticeable lightness to it. It's not like super light. Do I take this off? So let's get, ooh. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so shiny. As I mentioned earlier about spending more money than I would like, the iPhone is bigger, which means my case is not gonna work. So I got myself a case. This is the Lake Life, or the Lake something. Lake green. So it's like a bluish green. There's that. Break the seal. Ooh. There's really nothing much in here. See what I mean about complementing each other? That looks nice. I mean, this is really all I'm gonna see now. If you have an iPhone 12 or earlier, the iPhone 16 might be worth the upgrade. It's leaps and bounds more advanced than those earlier iPhones, especially when it comes to the camera. If you have a 14 or 15, you might be able to just hang on to that phone. It's not leaps and bounds different from those two models, other than Apple Intelligence and your little action button. You know, that's my takeaway, but I need to try all these features out to give my final thoughts on the phone. It's also too late because I bought the phone and I'm probably gonna keep it. You know, I also encourage you to go to the Apple website. They have a wonderful compare model, which I showed a little bit of that in this video. And you can look at your current model and the new model to see side by side what the differences are. You know, from my phone to this phone, not a whole lot of differences. I would love to know your thoughts. What made you upgrade it? Do you have a phone that's 8 years old? Or did you trade in your iPhone 15? Let me know in the comments. And if you're looking for something else to watch or go to, you know, maybe try one of these videos over here, highly recommend. So I'm gonna try this phone out and maybe I'll post an update depending on how it goes.